Well, Elliot, we'll talk about today's win over Warwick in just a moment's time, but that's all your friendlies done and dusted now. How would you assess pre-season as a whole?
I think it's been good. I think it's been tough. Like I said all along, I really don't like pre-season. I'm glad it's over. But today's a perfect way to finish it. Thought it was a really good performance. Like I said to you just off camera, we've had a few. I think maybe Rugby Town is probably our worst performance, but we'd obviously just come off the same group playing 50 minutes with 10 men on the Stanford game. So look, overall, we've got what we wanted out of it, and now it's about the important stuff. So obviously, I think we've recruited really well. I think we've got a really good group. They're really together in there, and I think that showed in today's performance, but now it's about kicking on.
As for today, that was another admirable performance against a step-free side. We know how good Racing Club Warwick can be, having seen them over the last 2 or 3 seasons, but today you've beaten them only 1-0. It could have been 3 or 4.
Yeah, look, they're a good side. It was a really competitive game, but the boys were bang at it from minute one. We talked about our defensive shape before the game and the triggers and when to move and where players should go. And I thought they were outstanding as a defensive unit. They closed the gaps really well. Didn't give too many. I think they had maybe two chances in the game. But they were dangerous from set pieces as well, which is something we still need to work on. After the first 1 or 2 where Charlie's made a great save, we started to get to grips with that. And like you said, we've missed the penalty, obviously. We've had one that's hit the underside of the bar and come out. We've had Jordan running through one-on-one. We have loads of balls in the box. So lots and lots of positives to take from today. Like you said, against a really good side. We wanted to try and get a win going in, obviously into the season to carry a bit of momentum, because we've had draws and wins and losses here, there and everywhere. But today overall, yeah, really good, really pleasing. The individuals that we spoke to before the game of what we needed from them all performed. So like I said, now it's business time. So they need to take that into the season.
Let's try and create a bit of a squad update. I've got some names written on my hand because there's that many. Obviously, John Joe Tools dropped out of the squad today. Freddie Robinson dropped out of the 11 initially, but has then been able to finish the game. Bruno Andrade's had to come off midway through the first half. And you're obviously missing Jack Dowdy, Matty Warburton as well. Just try and give us as many updates as you can, I guess.
I think that's the only downside today. But that's how well we actually adapted to that.
Yep.
Because literally right before kickoff, Freddie was saying how he was feeling his ankle. So he's had to drop out. Cliffy has dropped into midfield. Reece up front. I thought Cliffy was outstanding today. That's what I expect from him every week. I know he was building his fitness, and I said to him, like, brilliant. He went, yeah, I'm still a little while away, so hopefully we'll see more of that. But for Cliffy, it's keeping his standards high and wanting it, because when he wants to perform like that, he can. But yeah, obviously JJ straight away started the warm-up, felt his calf, so that wasn't ideal. He dropped out of the squad. Will came on, and then he felt his back, so he had to then come back off. Cairo then came on.
Yeah,
he was feeling his hammy, so he came back off. Young Jack, 17 years old, comes on, thought he worked really hard, gets the assist. So if I've covered, and then yeah, T-Jam was feeling the top of his shoulder and neck. So then Freddie's had to go and play centre half. So we've had lads playing out of position, lots of changes and moving around. But like I said, we've got a really good group. We adapt, we work hard. I said first and foremost, at this club, we give absolutely everything. And at home, nobody has it easy. So no matter what league they're coming from, we give absolutely everything for the badge. And fans saw that last year, and I'm sure they're going to see that this year. We're going to have our off days, but the one thing we will do is work hard.
Well, this is it now. On to the real stuff. FA Cup next week at Kimberley Miners Welfare, or away against Kimberley Miners Welfare. Obviously, for those listening in, there's been a venue change. It's now at Hucknall Town FC, so there'll be details about that. And then just over 48 hours later, it's then Barwell away in the league, providing, of course, that the FA Cup game isn't a draw. So how are you going to manage that quick turnaround?
Yeah, hopefully, first of all, this week, we've got to train well. We need to look after the wounded. It's really important to get them fit, because we need that squad. We've obviously got Tariq, who's away as well. So that makes it more difficult, because that's another one down. But like I said, we've got a really good group in there. It's exciting. It's what you're playing for. Actually starting in the FA Cup, it's a great opportunity for all clubs. Miners are going to be the same. And then, like you said, Barwell, probably the favourites or one of the favourites for the league. So that's going to be really tough. But look, like I said, we've recruited well. We feel confident as a group. We've got a really tough start, to be fair. I think we play Coleshill, Nuneaton in the first few games as well. So we know it's going to be really tough, but we all know that the league's tough anyway. So it's about just trying to start well, start positive, and yeah, like I said, the one thing we'll do is we'll work hard, we'll give it everything we've got.
And just a final one on your squad. I know you're happy with the group you've put together, but are you on the lookout for any more new additions at all?
If anyone becomes available, obviously there's had a couple of messages, like Will's come in today. There may be one or two in the pipeline that have just come about, but yeah, don't want to give too much away. But I'm really happy with the squad we've got. But at the same time, if people become available that I think will help our squad and help the club push on to where we want to go, then obviously I'll always look at that.
Well, on behalf of everyone, all the best for the competitive season. We'll see you next Saturday.
Cheers. Cheers.
But I will make a fuss, though it's obvious.